put this up here so everybody can see what the hell is going on. Damn it, shut. I hate that every single time it does that. I could put it up on the stand, put it up on here, but it won't work. Because I want to charge up the phone at the same time as recording. Or doing the thing.
Video for it cuts itself off.
Hmm?
As long as it's Facebook, allow you to make videos.
Yeah.
Like, how long does it do it for?
Oh, it goes in pretty much indefinitely. I've recorded up to an hour before. Yeah. Hey y'all, we're trying to get this daggum phone set up, so hang on just a second. Trying to get this set up where y'all can see it and it'll stabilize. And you can see everything's going on. But the stupid roadcaster didn't want to do it. Hang on just a second. God dog it. So I got my other roadcaster over here, but the thing don't, there we go, that'll work. Alright, y'all can see everything pretty good. You see the Victor Crowley. Alright, what we're going to do is just start just with the sifting of the Ultra Cal in the bowl. Adam Rich, by the way. Some of y'all might know him on Facebook. We're just going to sift this around here like this. So it starts looking like a dry lake bed. And when it does that, I'm going to just stir it up and make sure there's no lumps. And then we'll start putting it on. And I want to get it kind of thick. Got some more Ultra Cal. Now some people measure this like 4 cups of Ultra Cal to 1 cup of water. I just sift it in there so it doesn't hold anymore and it starts cracking like a dry lake bed. We're going to be making a 1-piece mold. I know some of y'all, Michael Danette's probably going to lose his mind. No, stop! Don't do that! You got to make 2 pieces. No. I'm making a 1 piece, and I'll tell you why. Jason Goes to Hell under the table here is 1 piece. It's easier to do that than to have to tie it off, put it together, tie it off, turn it upside down, pour it, worry about leaking, all that stuff. So Michael's that guy that gets on some of my posts and just goes bananas. I'm sure you've seen that.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to mix this up just a little bit.
You just tell me what to do, man.
Yeah, just when we get ready to go, when it gets thick enough, just take a handful like that and put it on the middle, the top, and just let it drain down, just let it dribble down, but you want to work from the middle back. I'm going to let you do from the middle, right here, back, and I'm going to do from here forward. Because all the details are up here. I want to make sure all the details are captured.
Yeah, I'm a novice to this, man. This is my first time ever doing something like this.
That's
so
all right.
I feel really honored tonight, man.
Oh, no.
Appreciate working with James.
Hey, I appreciate the second pair of hands. Matter of fact, we were talking about earlier, you wanted a certain something over in the shop. Well, that's going to be payment if you happen out. So you just kind of, I'm just going to let it run down. What's called the beauty coat. Now this is going to do this. Now y'all probably see that I've got this table covered in a Dollar General tablecloth thing. Now this is just basically getting it wet and putting a print coat on it. Beauty coat. Now see, there's bags on the inside of this thing, so it's not going to get in the ears and all that crap where it's going to be, you know. putting the splash coat. And the reason to do this is so you don't get air bubbles in it at all. And this being a master mold, there's not really holes in it. And it's just grabbing all the detail in there.
Never thought I'd be doing something cool like this.
Yeah. Now see this, like I said, this is just a first, but like I said, because I don't have, usually I would do this with a brush, and when it starts to harden up around the neck and everything, just leave it to do that, because it's going to hang over this. We're going to mold around that when it thickens up. And this is just a liquid coat, and this is going to harden up, but I'm going to set this aside just to get this, put it back on there. Usually you don't, I don't usually do it with it this goopy or loose, but it's good to get like a beauty coat on there where the Ultra Cal gets in all the details, like right down here on the lip.
Even little spots in the back of the head.
There's a part right here on the lip. Well, I haven't got in, now I got to run it down through there and make sure it gets in there. Captures all that detail.
Making these spots on the back kind of pop too. Making these spots on the back kind of pop out too.
Yeah, you don't push down on it when you're doing that, because like I said, it's got to be kept up. All the bags and everything are filled up to the bulge in the back. That's part of the mask. So you know that way we want to capture all the detail as well as it can. Like I said, this one's thicken up, and then what we need to do in a little bit, as it thickens up and we put it on there, we can add more water to make it more loose, or add more Ultra Cal to thicken it up. And then once we get a good pancake batter type layer on there, and it covers all the details and stuff, that's where we'll go over here, these bandages I've already pre-cut, and dip them in water, which is in that bucket. Actually, here, let me get the water in here. And then when we do that, we'll get bandages in that, lay it over, and then I'll mix up another coat, and we'll put the third coat on. That's one of the things that's good about the Ultra Cal. You guys, no, it's not part 4. This is Jason. This is Victor Crowley. And the thing about the Ultra Cal is you want to do 3 layers on that. You want your beauty coat, then your bandage coat, and then your outer coat to make the whole thing solid at once. With HydroCal, you can't do that. HydroCal wants to go all at once. It's like kind of like women putting on makeup. You got one that wants to get out the door, so she just slaps it on, looks like Tammy Faye Baker ran out the door, and then you got this one would be the girl that goes and does the eyeliners and all that shit. You got to crimp it up and make it look a little nice. It's still a little bit thin. I could add some more Ultra Cal in here, and that's what I'm going to do. Suppose you get a dry lake bed effect on this thing. And I did get it real quick, but I rushed it a little bit, which is okay, because it's holding on to it. As long as it's holding on to it, that's the thing that matters. And I went and bought another bag, because I think tomorrow, right behind Adam, is Vengeance Jason, which is going through yet another transition of, if you want to grab a thing of water back there real quick?
Yeah, man. This one?
That's some water. Oh. You can do it from there.
Well,
you can do it from there.
Probably be less
Pour
sloppy.
a little bit in there.
More control with the gallon jug.
What's that?
More control with the gallon jug.
Yeah. Oh, you put that on the table.
Oh, man.
That way we have it on table. The thing is, this stuff heats up instead of concrete. That's basically what it is, it's plaster and concrete. I almost didn't know I was going to have a celebrity over for dinner. If I didn't say Adam Rich, y'all think it's a Stone Cold Steve Austin, wouldn't you?
That's somebody telling me I look like Christian Bale. I said, yeah, with the
Christian
birthday,
Bale?
with the
Yeah, from
birthday
the
facts, maybe.
machinist or the machinist.
Yeah, with our birthday bag. That's someone trying to tell me at work I look like Vin Diesel. I'm like, I wish I would look like Vin Diesel. I wish I had his money.
Vin Diesel. I don't know. Rumor has it Vin Diesel is gay. I could care less. But, you know, I now understand what the beef between him and The Rock are. You got two good-looking bald men occupying the same space of screen. Now you got three.
It's like having
with Jason Statham.
It's like having a hen house full of 3 roosters.
There you go.
They're going to kill each other, man.
You got 3 roosters and 1 hen. Somebody's going to get killed.
Yep. Somebody's going to cock their last doodle do.
Right. Exactly right. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just take it just a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And let it run down. I think the back is good.
It's got kind of running
If
streaks.
as long as it, you know, it's not that it's too runny.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to let it set up a little bit. But the thing is, when it starts kicking off,
yeah.
it goes fast. I'm talking about this will set up, because when I went and made the mold for this thing, I poured it in there, mixed it up, mixed a bowl, went in the house, went to the bathroom, had a quick smoke, got a cup of coffee, sat down on Facebook for probably 10 minutes. Come back out, shit was already ready to go. I was like, oh my God.
What about this backside here?
Which one?
Kind of runs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it starts showing the latex, that's where you want to put it. Now, see, it started thickening up.
Yeah.
So just let it kind of, it's going to be a little runny. Let it get a little dribbly.
Yeah, man.
And it's a little dribbly, and it's going to run over it.
Yeah, that's stuff.
This is the fun part. You get to be messy.
I love being messy.
Now, here's where I've got to do this. Just kind of make sure that it does it and get under the chin and everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get underneath the
So
back
when it
of
runs
the
down, I'm putting it back in there, and I'm putting it right back on here. And making sure everything gets in
trying to
there.
get all the holes back here behind his neck.
Yeah.
Right here in that little crease of his neck. Right
Yep, there you go. That's it. That's it. You got to make sure that you
Get all the orange.
you just don't push on it.
No,
move it.
I'm just running my hands across.
There you go.
No
That's
applying
exactly
no
what
pressure.
you do.
So applying no pressure at all.
Exactly what you do. Just try not to rub it off. And keep it on. Yeah. But that's exactly what you do. And I just come down here and just take it and put it back on. The reason I'm doing that, I'm trying to keep from eliminating air bubbles in this as well. So if we can get a good coat on this, and it thickens up, we'll probably need, put a little bit more water, water. Add a little bit more water in there. A little bit more. Yep, there you go. And it will take more UltraCal, we'll sift it in. Because I don't want to run out, because it's going to start getting like pancake batter. And when it gets like pancake batter, you can actually pack it on. Now, I don't want to get like a thick layer, but just enough to where if you pack it on, it will it'll hold, and then that's where we can go do the bandages. And then you can actually, after you do the bandages, do a light print coat on that, and then walk away for a minute. And then if we walk away and do something else and come back, we can actually add more to it. Because like I said, this is not like HydroCal where it wants to be all at once. It's still runny, but it's got no lumps in it.
That's good.
And that's the whole thing, don't want lumps.
Lumps fall out of the mask.
Yeah, no, just put a little bit on your mask.
Oh,
It's a little bit thicker.
yeah.
That's good. Now normally, you would do this. I can't even go out and have my glasses. You can't even.
I'm gonna get you. Take the glove off and put my glasses back up.
That's okay. Normally, you would do this as a 2-piece mold, But this being a latex master, it's going to be easy to work as a one piece. Now it's starting to thick up and I'm sort of doing this.
Want this one back?
Yeah, just a little bit. And you do it as a two piece, but with a latex master, this latex will fold up and come right out of it like you're doing a regular mask. And in doing that, it makes it easier to pull it out, and therefore you have a one-piece mold. And the way that I learned this was kind of by accident, because I had that Jason Goes to Hell bus. It was two-piece and it broke. And while I was trying to put it back together, there was so much daylight around the seam, I inadvertently, without thinking about it, went inside with the ultracal and kind of repaired it and did all that, and didn't realize, oh my God, it's going to stick. You know, I knew what I was doing, but I was more worried about fixing it, you know, than anything. And then on the outside, when I realized it was stuck, I go, oh, okay, now it's not going to leak. So then on the outside, I took bandages and put it on the outside. Still has a seam when I pull it, but eventually it's going to end up now. See, it's starting to warm up and thicken up. That's what we want right there. Feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's starting to thick up, starting to run like pancake batter.
Yeah, kind of feels like
Yep.
like
That's
thick
exactly what
sand.
you want. You get that right there and let it run down,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get any air bubbles in it.
Yep.
That's what you're trying to do, is keep air bubbles out of your mold. And whatever runs on the table, just scoop it right back up, put it right back on there. You gotta put it up under the chin, and everything's gonna, and you see how it's flowing off the sides,
Oh, yeah.
and it's flowing on the, it's actually flowing on the table. Well, when it starts to get thicker and flows better and more and gets thicker, we can actually have that hang over. And you see how the Jason Goes to Hell has a rim around it?
Yeah.
That's a hang. That's what that will create. And it does it all by itself. Now you got water in that bowl there too. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do this in just a few minutes when the structure really kick off. We want to let this get a little bit solid first. Because your later bandage on there will disrupt the beauty coat. Front coat. So making sure the ultracal gets in all the details, the face and everything.
Yeah, it's getting that perfect. It's running right now.
Yeah, that's good. And it's not running as fast as it was either.
No, it's not. It's not. Yes. It's nice.
So I let it run over the eyes, and it gets all in the eyes, it gets the grooves and stuff. And it's actually hanging up to do that. And the only thing I got to do is just punch up under the nose, the nostrils, real quick. And then, of course, when it goops up, put it up under the chin. And thankfully, this is a good piece. It's got some detail on it, but it's not highly detailed. Now, what worries me, I'll be honest with you guys, what really worries me is doing this vengeance thing. I went out and bought a whole brand new bag of 50 gallons of Ultra Cal, a whole thing of, hey Alan, bought a whole thing of clay, brand new clay, just so I would have clean mold walls for that vengeance, and not use what I have left, add water to it and it's all messed up, and just try to reshape it and stuff. So I've been sitting on that thing for about 4 or 5 months now, and it's like I've got 3 busts out of the other pool that the thing that is. However, now see, we need to make some more Ultra Cal, but what we're going to do, we'll grab some water and go ahead and pour it in there. got it down the neck and the back and all that. Good job. Good job, boy. This is going to turn out nice. And then we got this scoop thing right here. I probably don't have the best hand for this at the moment. That scoop thing right there. And I put some of this on there. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit more to get a little bit thicker cut on here. Alan, we're doing a one-piece mold with this Victor Crowley. And this is, I don't want to put thin on top of this because it's kind of, I think this is going to be good enough for the moment. So go ahead, if you will, and swap out bowls behind you. Put the red one, take the big one, and swap it out. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we can go ahead and just grab some of this stuff, just putting it on there, making sure. Yeah. Doing that. Ooh, yep. It's got all the details. It's good. Now see, it's already started to pop the air bubbles up there. Yeah. On the front. But that's in the mold, in the fact that it's like, you know, it's not going to stay. Yeah. There we go. Just let it down, let it run down on its own. Yep. Now when this thickens up a little bit, we put it on the neck. Make sure the neck, can you move that red bone over just a little bit? We'll put this back over there. Yeah. That's, I'll tell you what. Yeah, there you go. What I want to do is make sure that we have enough of this out. And then you get all this up off the table as much as you can, put it back on here.
Baptize him.
Yep, baptize him in the name of
Victor Crowley.
Yep, in the name of your father and all that swamp water and bullshit.
Better stay out of your swamp.
That's right.
My favorite kill is when he runs after that dude and chops him with the axe, and then the wife tries to run away.
Oh
and
yeah,
rips her head
grabs him
straight
by
off.
the head, just
Dude.
fucking pulls you. Jesus.
Best kill ever, man. Or when he got Tony Todd and ripped his skin right out and threw him in some bushes.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, not candy, man.
Now the thing is when it's running like this, you got to smooth all over on the back.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now we'll let it solidify just a little bit. And see, because it's running down, what I don't want it to do is I don't want it to get to where there's lines running down through it.
Yeah.
Because they'll show up in the print.
Yeah.
So I kind of pat it down and make sure, see, the mouth is completely full, the eyes are completely full, the ears will be completely full. But I want to make sure there's no lines or anything that are running from the ultra cal running. Yeah, that's fine. You can just tap that and smooth that out. You see how it's like dripping like ice cream? It's just kind of messy.
It's like soft serve ice cream.
Yeah. And just kind of smooth it out and just very lightly. You really don't want to wipe it off. Just very lightly. Just making sure there's no air bubbles, nothing. And this is going to make a smooth, gooey mess because the stuff when it goes in there is going to...
Probably better without gloves.
Yeah. Now see, right now I can tell you there's going to be one spot right here. I got to cover up because when I went to wipe it, it came right off of the latex, right off of the mouth. You see or feel any mask up under there. That's where it's.
Solidified and that drips.
Yeah.
That drips off the mask.
Well, see, this is going to be a lot thicker than this. It's going to be, you know, bigger. Thing is, I want to make sure that all the parts get covered and nothing's really running down. Cause the print coat has to be like evenly distributed. Which is really, really nice. Now, like I said, normally I would take a brush and do this. But I figured since you were coming out, it'd be a lesson I could teach somebody how to do it hands-on, show people the process at the same time. Yep, Alan, that's exactly what this is from. Hatchet. I might just take a brush. Yeah, because see, it goes down to some areas on there that
Your hands get better than the gloves.
yeah, and I don't want to get kind of like smooth. It's thick enough. It's like them last year patty, what do you call it, pancake batter. But see, I want it thick enough to where it's not going to fucking come away with the stupid. Because when it moves, it starts to brush off like the takes the not pancake batter, but takes some of it with it. And it goes right down to the beauty coat, and it takes it, you see the mask underneath it. And it's like, okay, if I lay something on top of that, this will be too thin. So you want it thick. And that's where we're going to mix another batch of ultra gel in a minute. Put that in there. Let's go in and I'll tell you what, put some more water in that one with the stuff in it.
Yeah.
And we'll put some more in there. Yeah. Let's put some more in here. Put it on there and make sure it's a little thicker. This stuff, yeah, I don't know about it. That's why I got these doors covered with the stuff in it.
All the machines.
I really don't like that, you know, kind of like that.
I'll be able to get
Oh,
some machines
okay.
on it.
Yeah.
It'll just break off like a plate on the machine. It'll come off like this. Yeah, I'll be able to get that off of it.
So it doesn't matter now that we've got a beauty coat on there, it doesn't matter that it's like kind of goofy and stuff. But as long as it doesn't, that doesn't like sit on the thing like that with all the lines and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's got to put it like that. Yeah, there it is. It's on there. Up on the table. And I'm going to put some up on the machine.
Smooth it out a little bit.
Yeah, just right off the blue. Not so much as high up on the sculpt as the stuff does, but damn boy, this is goofy. This is nice and thick. This is going to be a real fucking mold if I can get it smoothed out. When it starts pulling away, that means it's good to go. It's just, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do good. Do good. Yeah, we'll leave it alone for a minute. Yeah, love it. So it doesn't have to be completely smooth right at the moment. Because all the details, like I said, all the details on the front. And I wanted to make sure there's a thick enough layer on the back.
Yeah.
But when we lay the bandages over it, it doesn't go pull it off. That's right.
Yeah.
Because the bandages are going to be what's going to get the next layer. And as it's gotta be a good enough layer that got anything a little bit. Make sure that there's no bubbles in there. Yeah. That'll look good. Good. And this is the third time. The first time I did a single one-piece mold. I was sitting there and I did it, and I just got frustrated with the whole thing, and I took it. I was trying to do a Stallone, and I ended up taking the silicone sleeve, putting it in a bucket. The stuff was too watery, and I thought, you know what? Pour it in there, let it set, you know, and it wasn't going to set. It didn't seem like they were going to set. And I walked away, came back 2 hours later, and I had made, didn't even know it, had made the damn, and that was, what, 5, 6 years ago, something like that, and made a solid ultra-cal, hydrocal mold of it. And I thought, well, alright, now see, I've got thick on my fingers. Any place that I need to see right here, see it's on the side of it. It hasn't run underneath the. You can see it's right next to it. Yeah, it's just fine. It's got to be behind the ears. You got to get all of it. But see, there's an area there that didn't get covered. The latex didn't get covered. Same thing on the neck. Area didn't get covered. And if you could see the latex up under there, you see any spots that look like the latex, they got to be covered. But it looks like we did get everything. Looks like we did get
some brown spots underneath the neck and everything.
Yeah. And now it's starting to dry on my hands. What I'm going to do is rub some off right here. Now here's what we're going to do with this bandages. Grab these bandages right here, and there's a bunch of them. If we need more, I'll cut more. But they're double folded. I've got one just fold it in half like this. Dip it in the water right here like this. And make sure that folded edge is good. And just dip it in the water. And then wring it out gently. Not too much, but just enough. And then what we're going to do is I'll start the first line and we'll lay it right across the top right here like this, right? And don't push down too hard, but just make sure it's nice and smooth.
And overlap, how far do you want that?
You can do it right over it, just lay it right there, you do that. And then just kind of gently and easily smooth it out. Just ever so careful and push down too hard. Because you got that plaster up under it, you don't want to do it too hard. Grab another one. And do the same thing. Take that one off, take this one. Sorry if we're blocking the camera, but I'm going to move this over there and see what we're doing. We're doing what I usually do when I make a plaster mold. We'll take bandages. These are medical grade bandages that you use when you break your arm or your leg. That's what they wrap them in. I just take it and just go over like about a quarter of that thing and just do it like that and just lay it out and just roll it out and just gently smooth it. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. And just smooth it down as good. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Now I know we're going to need some more bandages. So if you want to continue to do that on the back, I'm going to grab a couple. Oh, shit, I'm about to put them on. Put it in. Now this has got ultra cal in it too. So, and you see this got an ear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on here on the side where the ear is.
Oh shit.
gotta kind of gently tuck and guide it around
Put it in
the ear so it holds the form. I said, yeah, you do that. Yeah, and then it just sticks on there and just shapes in there.
Alright.
If you really want it to be as slow and as smooth to the form as you can get it without disrupting it. Yeah, because that's the ear and all that shit. So we got it. Alright, now, I got another thing of bandages here already open. And go ahead, is that all the bandages?
Yep.
Shit. Oh, we gotta work quick.
We would have had one more, but I put it in the
We
wrong
gotta
bowl.
work quick on this bitch, I'm telling you. I thought I had a whole roll cut. Alright, we can grab that.
You did have one more left. I put it in the wrong bowl and realized it. I was like,
Yeah.
oops.
A whole roll pre-cut and ready to go. And I had two of them ready to go, and I thought, well, that's such a small piece, it probably wouldn't matter. But, yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly even, as long as there's a thick part of it.
Sure, it'll be a bunched up.
And we can do one, we can do two. I usually double it up to two because it strengthens it. So I could just, because we're working against a clock right now, I'm going to just do a single layer. Because see, it's starting to get kind of thick and hard like clay.
Yeah.
So now we can lay it down and smooth it out. Ooh, fucking shit.
That wasn't good.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just grab a jug. Grab that jug and pour more water. We'll put it right there. Pour more water in it.
Renewable resource.
Hey, you know what? That's why I got these mats on the floor. Because when shit gets spilled or falls over, it's easily cleaned up. Yep, there you go. Just bring it in. Just go kind of on the clock. Against the clock on this one.
Yep. Alright.
Gotta get this on there and in there. Make sure you get it all over the smooth edges and shit.
So,
Yeah. Just cover it. Smooth it on. Yeah, not real hard, but yeah, smooth.
I guess one more around the
Yeah,
bottom
just
side
grab,
right here.
yeah, you can do it all around the bottom. Any place it looks like it needs to be covered with it, single or doubles. I'm going long single with this one. Perfect. You gotta bring it out and do that. But we just wrap this around the face, and it can overlap too. It doesn't have to be. The whole thing is to try to get as much strength in on this thing as you can. So people will use burlap. I like medical grade bandages because they got ultra cal in them. So naturally they hold up as well as staying firm. Matter of fact, that's what that is. That's plaster bandage with ultra cal on top of it. So that's just a thin layer of bandages. And look at this. Okay. This is already setting up, and it's gotten thick. So what you can do now is put that over. There you go. Just smooth it around.
Same way.
And smooth it over. All the places that already have it on there. And I'm going to cut up some of the bandages. See, that way we can work one behind the other. I lay down the bandages. He goes over it with another layer of ultra cal. And we're working as a team. Like I said, it's not the most exciting way to spend a Saturday afternoon, but I really need to get this done. And he was willing to come over and help out and learn something.
So I better be at home with my nieces playing hop on pop. I'm telling you, man, they bounce
Yeah,
all over me like I'm Santa
hop on,
Claus.
jumping on your ass all the time.
Yeah. And I gotta get in the pool with them, and then I'm having to throw them around in the pool.
Yeah.
It's fun, but after a while, you start realizing
You
why
get
you cancel
tired.
your
Yeah.
membership at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man, I love kids to death, but woo, they wear your ass out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I know. Alright, same thing as applies with this thing, is to just take it out and just kind of put it thick on there. And let it make sure it gets covered. Just let it pancake up. If you find yourself running low or want a little bit more water in there, grab that scoop, grab a scoop with the stuff, sift it in there and get it good, and it'll get good. Alright, now where did we leave off? Because I'm starting to lose lines here on where it starts and where it ends with the bandages.
I got all the bandages. All
Okay,
the way,
so you got
all the way
everything
back to the bottom.
all the way back.
Yeah, pretty much all the way to the
Alright,
bottom.
well I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay a bandage over here.
Just to make sure we cover the very tip end of it.
Now I want to let some of that drain over. Remember what I was saying about when your lip?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that as well. And create kind of a lip so it'll catch on.
Yeah, man. It's looking really good.
That way we'll create kind of a cup. Because when I go to pour the latex, I want the entire thing to be caught. So I'm going to make kind of a thing here. And it's going to be, we're going to put some ultra in there. Put some on it and put some on it and put some on it. And then when it dries, it will also go underneath it. And I'll put some on the inside of that. There we go. Yeah. Exactamundo, that's it.
I'll get that front.
Yeah, we're starting to solidify.
Yeah.
But I don't want to push too hard because, like I said, there's a print coat down there, and it's got to capture that. So we want it to stay on the print coat when we have some more of that.
Yeah.
Put that all over here and make sure that it's on there. Do it on the face and on the back. Got to cover up all this plaster.
Now, where's Demi Moore when you read her?
Huh?
So where's Demi Moore when you read her?
Got to make sure to get up under the chin and everything. And we're just going to add more ultra cal, let it run down. Dribble and drip. And we'll mix up more. It's starting to get hot. You'll know when it kicks off because as soon as it starts getting warm, it'll feel like it's going to catch fire. Believe it or not, it feels like it's going to catch fire. It's hot. Now the whole thing is going to need even more ultra cal, but as long as we got a complete plaster layer on there, that's what matters. Let me just scoop this out. Let it run. Let it pat it down. Listen up. Don't even worry about patting down the top coat. Just get it as thick as you can. But go low on the sides with it. Because I want this to puddle up here and make a good side coat thing. Which I'm going to get some more bandages and lay a couple of them on the side to thicken that up. I got one more roll. I got a whole box up there I haven't opened yet. Ooh. That's all right. I'm just doing singles on this one. And we'll do it on the sides down at the bottom.
So you just fold it all like normal?
Yeah, just, you don't even have to double it up. You know, do it so the thing is, you have it thin and lay it out. And you can double it up if you want to, if you can. But if it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. And just right here on the sides, lay it up. Let it hang over the side like that. So it creates a cup. It's got to be smoothed out.
Hold it together like a
Smooth
sock.
into it in there. Yeah. And just let it come. There you go. You got it. Yeah, no, just kind of right down there, just let it get a little bit more.
Yeah, we have one more, I guess two more on this side, one here,
Yep,
one here,
that's
and
exactly
we're good
right.
to go, man.
When we do that, then we'll just mix up some more Ultra Cal and let that get a little bit hard and stuff, and it'll start smooth and drying out, and then we can just smooth it over. And we'll put a lot more Ultra Cal in.
You can tell it's definitely setting up
Yep.
really well now. Thank you, man.
With that. Down on the bottom of the sides. Can't even really recognize them now because yeah, just hang it down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Perfect. You won't push too hard on it. Make sure it forms out on the sides and the bottom.
Yeah. And we got one more on this side right here.
Right there, yeah, about that. Just do a long strip right there. That's perfect. And I'll take it from the front and just make sure. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. I done messed this one up, but
Yeah, I missed that other one. That kind of
folded
together like a
won't
little thing.
stick to itself.
Yeah.
And just do it like that, and then just kind of take it and just wipe some of the Ultra Cal and just kind of mesh it in there together. Because he's got Ultra Cal in it at the same time that Rocky, what do you want?
We got a guest.
Don't come in here. Hey, don't come in here. Get out. Get out. That dog wanted to come in here for whatever reason. I wonder what the hell I'm doing in here. I'm doing people shit. I'm not doing dog stuff. One more layer all the way.
Dogs are like kids, man. They want to be up your butt whenever they can be. I said dogs are a lot like kids. They want to be up your butt when they can.
Yeah. Get that for me, and then I'll cut this one.
We want to put this one up.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the front and side up here. There you go. Like that. Almost like surgery, you know that?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, almost like surgery. And then when it doesn't look like it's going to be smooth enough, just dip your hands in water and smooth it out some more.
I don't know why, bro. You said it looks like surgery. The image of that Dr. Cinnabite from Hellraiser 2
Yeah.
entered my mind. He's like, I think we need to amputate.
Pour some more water in here and add some more powder.
Where are you going to put this one at?
Hang on just a second. Let me get this real quick, and then we'll get that. If it gets dried out, we'll just add more water to it. Okay. And That's the whole thing. Once this stuff starts kicking off and drying out like that, you just move quick. Quick, quick, quick. That's why I'm glad there's 2 hands instead of 1.
Oh yeah.
I'd have probably been in trouble by now. I'd have had half it done and fighting with the other side and fighting going back and forth.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out, man.
Yeah. Oh, and for y'all that didn't want to come over, y'all don't get steak, mashed potatoes, and all that shit for dinner.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man.
He wants to know where you got your shirt.
I got this one from Gutter Guards.
Gutter?
Gutter Guards. G-A-R-B.
Gutter Guard. G-U-T-T-E-R-G-A-R-D.
No, G-A-R.
Oh, G-A-R.
Guards. Like a
Guard.
Guard.
Guard. Oh,
G-A-R-B.
Gutter Guard. G-A-R-B is gutter. G-U-T-T-E-R. Garb. G-A-R-B.
Yeah, Gutter Guards.
GutterGuard.com.
They're on Instagram and Facebook, I believe. I also get stuff from Fright Rags, man. They're awesome.
From where?
Fright Rags.
Fright Rag.
Yeah.
I am going to put this over there again. There we go. I know this is going to fall off again. So what we're going to do, back over there. And this dried out a little bit. And take it in there. Don't really want to take too much off of the top. But, so making sure this has got enough of a lip. There's a cast. I'm just trying to get the hold of it. So I got that now. Now we're going to wait for this to solidify just a little bit.
Are we pouring more on them?
And then we're going to put the chunks and put it out. There's some dried chunks in here. I can do this really light. I'll do this. And if I mess it up, it'll be on me.
Yep. Step back here.
You want to check, see if the beers are cold yet?
Yeah.
All right,
I
go
will.
that way. Yeah, go ahead. You got it
Right
right
back.
there. I can take it from here. I'm going to send him on a beer run real quick because it's kind of hot out here. And I'm just going to finish this off, just smoothing it out, add more cow to it, smoothing it out.
Oh, yeah, I like how when it dries, it just flakes right off, but it
Yep.
doesn't stick to your clothes or anything. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
If you want, just ask the wife, the can opener should be on the counter. We won't find out how well this is done until tomorrow. So, when this dries, when this dries, I will come out here tomorrow, flip it over, and demold it. But I got him in there going on a beer run right now. Son of a bitch.
Baby's
You got
trying
it?
to come
You
in.
don't have to make it that damn fast.
Baby's trying to come in. No, you gotta go.
Baby,
Nope. Yeah.
out, gotta get out.
Nope.
Out. Out. No dog.
Guess dogs are horror fans too.
That's right.
Let's see what this tastes like. Never tried this before.
Yeah. Bull rock,
Bull
hard
rock
cider. There you go.
cider.
Right there.
Yeah.
To a job well done. Oh, you didn't get the thing?
Dagnabbit.
Told you the can opener was on the counter.
Oh well.
Bottle opener was on the counter. Hold on.
It's over.
Popped right off. Yeah. Just spread it. I got a deer handle pop top thing.
You did?
Here, just run back in there. Just run back in there, baby. It's not gonna come off. You're cleaning the bottle.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Gotta repair it.
Just go in there and just
Yeah.
Pop the things right there on the counter. It's a deer handled, just like a little thing that's right there. Just ask the wife where it is. If it's not there, it's in the top drawer. I thought you'd already gone and popped the bottles and shit. He didn't even open the bottles. What the hell? Did not even open the bottles. Oh my God. What in the hell? Did not even open the bottles. Oh my God. What we'll do, instead of wasting water, we'll put some more water in here and put even more ultra-cal in here and thicken it up. Oh, you found it?
You know, not to quote Fred Gwynn, but come on up and have a beer.
Yep, I'm reaching the bottom of this bucket with the ultra-cal. Now this is going to be where we're really going to goop this shit on here.
Oh, that's good, man. There you go, sir. Well, I ain't gonna set it down. My fault.
Yeah, this one. Yes, I'm fine, baby.
To your bones.
Oh, no. Hope Facebook doesn't ban us for drinking live on Facebook alcohol. Oh, shit.
That's some good stuff, man.
Huh?
That's pretty good
Yeah,
stuff,
pretty
actually.
good. That's why I said. Once I tasted
Well, usually
the
it's
fruity
like
beers,
that. Yeah.
I was like, there's no way I can drink regular beer again. I didn't really drink like Bud and Bud Light and all that.
Yingling or
Wicked Ale was
Yeah.
the first one that I tried because my sister up in Washington, somebody, I think it was either my sister was telling me that something, is either my sister or one of my nieces was telling me about it. Might have been my niece. I got one niece, oh my God. I worry about her. I think she's going to be a stone cold alcoholic.
Oh, hell.
I mean, she drinks like a drowning fish. I'm telling you. And it's I'm not going to mention her name. I got lots of nieces and nephews. She'll be embarrassed if I say anything. But, the thing is, it's just, you know, alcoholism doesn't really run in my family. I mean, yeah, my parents drink, but it's not like a problem where they got to go to rehab and shit. It's more a social thing than anything.
That's how I am. I go to a social party, whatever. I'll go plastered, but like regular days, like throughout the week, you don't even know when I don't even want a beer. It's so dang hot. I want to go drink me a glass of water. And I crave sugar more than I do alcohol.
You know what? I'll tell you what. My ex-wife is on here, and she will tell you anytime anybody wants to know what my bachelor party was like. Do you remember the old TV show Renegade with the Lorenzo Lamas and the Indian guy?
Yeah, yeah.
The Indian guy played in
Killer.
a band called the Renegades, and he was up there in Redding, California, where we lived. And there was a place called the Shasta Lake Club. Lake Club is like a biker's titty bar club. It was a strip club. Bikers went there. So they were playing there, and I can't remember the guy's name. Branson Richmond. Now I know it. And that was the guy's name, Branson Richmond. And he was up there, and they announced it was my bachelor party. He came over, sat next to me, but I'd already had like 2 or 3 Long Island iced teas.
Oh hell.
So I was already feeling a little bit lit up,
Hell yeah.
and it was like, okay, you're gonna get splattered. That
Oh, I'm
right
good,
out.
man.
Don't even
It
worry
dries
about
off. It comes off.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about it.
Comes off in the wash grill too.
Hey, you can't make a little art.
And
without
I
getting
was
a little
like
dirty, man.
lit like a damn Christmas fucking 4th of July firecracker. And the thing is I remember now, I hadn't even got married, and I was already telling my ex-wife, don't divorce me. Please don't divorce me. Calling her on the phone because I felt like I had made such an asshole out of myself. I hadn't done anything, but just thought I had, right? And I was just being a fucking pathetic drunk with that shit. And that was me at like 25, 30, something like that. I mean, I was really, really drunk.
Those are my far hopping Navy days.
I didn't drink that much, but I drank so much with Branscombe. We hung out at the damn throwing dollar bills at the girls and shit. He was doing that, and it wasn't even my money. It was his money. And he would buy me drinks and shit. And it was just, because it was I was getting married. And I tried to get him to come back to my apartment. I only live right down the road to meet my wife. He couldn't do it. So he signed a cocktail napkin. She got it and all that shit. But I was like, that was like my first real official hangout with a celebrity thing. And it was not that bad, but I felt like I embarrassed myself. And he was like, no, dude, you're fine. You're getting married. You're entitled to do this, You're supposed to do this. And I'm like, okay. But I was really worried that I was just fucking being an asshole. And I could tell he was lying to me. That was the thing that really got me. I go, here's a nice guy that's lying his ass off to me. I know I'm being an asshole somewhere in here. And he wouldn't admit it. And that was like, that's how cool he was.
Well, people understand when you're drinking, you're not really...
A nice costume for a couple. Well, this is not Foster's. I know what you're talking about, Alan. I love Foster's. This is Bold Rock.
They drink... Over there, I think they drink, what is it, Samuel Adams?
It's apple flavored.
Yeah, it's good too, man. I love it. I don't really drink many fruit beers.
A nice cold German lager with strawberries. There's cider and blueberries and lime. I don't know if I like blueberries and lime so much.
Coors or Yingling. That's usually what I go to. Banquet. Coors Light's okay, but I have to switch it up. I have to go back from Coors Banquet to Coors Light. Because after a while, Coors Light starts tasting like beer piss.
And that was the thing, is just to, I really, didn't think much of it. And now when I go to conventions and shit and meet the celebrities and stuff, it's like I'm not so much a fanboy because I've been to like 2 or 3 of them already. I met the same people like Sid Haig and Bill Mosley and all that.
Sid Haig is awesome.
So I will go up and say, hey, how you doing, Bill? Oh, hi, how you doing? Shake hands. Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder and I have a connection with Peter Anthony, Spooky Pete.
Yeah.
So I kind of got reintroduced. I met Kane once, but I was like, Kane, I know Spooky Pete. Do you mind if I sign the book? Charity thing and that. Oh, sure, yeah. He's such a nice guy. He does everything and anything for free for charity. Yeah. And Kane is about the only one. And if he's listening, don't get mad at me, but he's the only one that hasn't paid for pictures or autograph from. But I've only gotten 1 autograph and 2 pictures.
Dude, he's awesome. When I met him at Mad Monster back in February, I asked him if he could choke me, and he said some guy tried to... He can't do it no more.
He can't do it.
He said, hang on, we'll figure out something. Yeah.
He will put you in the sleeper hold.
He did the head crush for me.
He'll do the head crush, he'll do sleeper hold, but he can't do the hand.
He let me take like 2 or 3 different pictures of me and him doing it since he couldn't give me the choking thing. I said, dude, I really appreciate that, man. That's really cool.
Absolutely. And a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities. Ray Wise. And this will be for you guys, meeting these guys at conventions. Ray Wise, do not challenge this man to a scotch drinking contest. You will lose. I did. I turned around and was trying to, be, oh, I'm a man, you know, and not say it, but I had, oh, this is cool. I'm hanging out with Ray Wise. We're sitting here chatting about Jeepers Creepers and shit like, and it was just bullshit. Me and him just bullshitting like you and I are doing.
That's the kind of interaction.
Yeah, and that's what I like to get. It wasn't I'm a fanboy, oh, I love your movies.
Yeah.
It's like, why didn't they bring you back for Jeepers Creepers 2? And he's like, gee, I don't know. Let's think about this for a second, you know, and just kind of go on. Adrienne Barbeau. I reminded her of the time I ran into her when she was doing Strange Snow in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, just down the road from where I live, on DeLongpre Avenue. There's a little playhouse called the Hollywood Playhouse. She's doing a play called Strange Snow. And I said, if you remember correctly, your son, who was probably 6 months to a year old at the time, ran out of there. The nanny was chasing him. She had I saw her in the background with a case of Bud. And I told her, I said, I saw you in the background with a case of beer. You guys are getting ready to chill out and do something, drink or whatever. And I think she was married to John Carpenter at the time, but he was not there. And the kid came running out, ran right into me. I grabbed a hold of him and picked him up so he wouldn't run off. Nanny came out there. She was right behind him. I was holding him. And I said, that was me that he ran into. And I said, if you ask him if he remembers running into a man when he was running out of the playhouse away from Mommy and the nanny, who picked him up. That was me. And I said, all I got was a thank you from her, a quick autograph, and the whole thing that was really trippy about it. I went to the apartment I was living at down there in Hollywood and turned on the TVs. And within 30 minutes, Swamp Thing was on. And I thought, holy shit, I just met this woman. I had not really ever seen Swamp Thing, because that was back in the days before cable TV. That was like the late 80s. Yeah. And you had in these apartments that we lived at, you paid $300 a month. The TV was bolted to the wall. You had security. It was like a damn rehab place, but you know they weren't doing drug rehab. They were just charging rent for regular people. And I was living in there, and it's just, oh my God. And that was where I got on welfare and was on food stamps and found the wonderful, wonderful government cheese back then. You could put on bread and have and do up, and it was just, oh man. It was such good stuff. Now see, this is starting to solidify.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take this and go back around it. And like I said, like we did before.
Looking beautiful, man.
Just scoop it. Oh, it's beautiful, but it's not thick enough. I've got to make it to where all the details and shit go out. It's got to look like a batch. Or this. It's got to be uber thick. I want it.
Oh, yeah.
1 inch to 2 inches thick. But see, that's why I'm kind of letting everything just run down.
I'm glad I can help you expedite the process a little bit.
Huh?
I'm glad I can help you expedite the process.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I got it
get you going.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
You're just keeping me company now.
Yeah. I'm just standing back and watching the artist do his work, man.
I'm just taking this crap pieces that are breaking off, that are hardened up, and trying to throw them away without getting more on me.
I just like being here in person, watching this go down. This is pretty cool, man. I like
That's
watching your videos online.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have any idea you lived this close to me. I was like, when I found out, I was like, dude, man, I gotta come over here. I gotta check this out.
Of course, you're gonna get people on there going, oh, this ain't gonna work, this ain't gonna work. Yeah. I beg to differ. If I make it thick enough, it will work.
Well, it doesn't. You just learn from your mistakes and improve the next time. I mean, that's why people.
I think I want to
figure it out. You know?
Yeah.
A couple chunks on the face over here, on the right side of the mouth. Kind of reminds me of Jason's face when it's melting after they hit him with the toxic sludge in the sewer. Jason takes him out now.
Hey, baby, go ask Mama if she's fired up the grill yet. She put the steak on the grill.
The dog's looking at us like, huh?
Yeah, you want to see, maybe ask my wife and say I want to know if she's put the steaks on the grill yet.
I'll be back.
Yeah, run in there and see if she's done that yet. Oh, Lord. I sent him on a Jimmy Wolf. What? What am I molding in? I'm molding in Ultra Cal, buddy. Ultra Cal 30. And this is a one-piece mold. I'm having to break out the fucking little lumps and shit in here because grab this up off the table. It's Ultra Cal 30. It's like pancake syrup. And let it roll, let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. Come down on the table, thickens up, and just slap it back on there and let it go. You got to make sure you get all the way around. Get it on here good and thick. Good and thick, good and thick. That's what you want. You want about the consistency of pancake batter to melted ice cream a little bit. Not lumpy though. Sweep right off of the thing and just put it right back on there and just let it dribble and drain and run and run. Take your little broken pieces out. They're on the table. But some of them are already dried out. And it's just tiny bits, not little big bits, not a big deal. And it's just got to smooth out all over. Make sure the lumps and the bumps and everything are done. Really will pull this fucking damn bucket out from underneath. And drop all these broken ship pieces down here in here. So they don't get on there. I want to do the skin. Now it's getting thick and goopy and nice. So that's getting thick and goopy like pancake syrup or not pancake batter. You can really layer it on though. And this is the last layer on here. So we've already put the beauty coat and we've done the bandage layer. Now we're doing the over final thing. Of course, we want it so thick, so we got to make sure that it goes on real thick, evenly, and somewhat smoothly. Just kind of pat it down, make sure everything works. You got to make sure your areas like under the chin here have a good layer on there, because that's an undercut. That can also cause a weak spot when you go to pull the mask out of the mold. It can have a thin spot there, you pull it and it just, it'll be horrible. Details to go with whatever's under it. So, we'll see how this works. How this goes.
said she's never really messed with that
She
barbecue.
what?
That barbecue thing out front.
Has she got it?
She said she never really used that barbecue thing out there.
Okay, all she got to do is take the meat that's on the plate and put it in there. And cover it up. It should be lit and running.
Okay.
So that's it. So now she's saying she doesn't know how to use a barbecue grill. Lazy woman, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this is what I deal with.
I brought you another one, my friend.
Oh, okay. But she's sitting there going, I don't know how to do this. How many times have I done it? You've seen me do it, and I watch it. And just, I'm about ready to unretire from this shit and go back over the road. Because when I'm not here, she has to do shit by herself. When I'm here, it's like, oh, would you go feed the rabbits? I can't do that. Will you do this? I can't do it. Will you do that?
Yeah, I was craving one after that first one, man. I got some my Kool-Aid, dude.
Yeah.
See, if I would have started off on this kind of beer, I probably would have been alcoholic by now.
How am I going to get it all in the arms for Jimmy Woods? Guess what? Tune in tomorrow, buddy, when this thing dries, and I'll show you exactly. You're getting in late. This is a latex master. I'm making a one-piece mold over it. Trust me. It's going to come out of there. I'm just trying to layer it, make it thick enough to where it's going to hang and stay. Aha, here we go. This is what I want right here. Yes, look at that. Ooh. I'm going to have some fun now. Shit, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thick, crumbly shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. It's like, how am I going to get this out of here? Tune in tomorrow and find out.
I definitely am going to be watching tomorrow since I'm going to be here.
Shit, yeah. Be watching tomorrow and see if you did a good job or not.
Yeah.
I think you did. I really do. I mean, you followed directions excellently.
Yeah, that's one thing I had. I was in the
You didn't
I was in the
hesitate.
military,
My wife
no
would be
problems
sitting
there.
here looking at this. I'd go, get the back of the head, back of the head, back of the head, back of the head. And she's looking right at it, but she's not
Military veterans.
comprehending. Yeah.
Military veterans take directions.
Yeah.
That's all we know how to do.
Yeah. And it's like if I'm doing something and I need her help, and I'm like, got it, like a heavy thing in my hand, grab the front end, grab the front end. She comes over to try to help me lift. No, get the other end, other end, other end. It'll take her about 5 or 6 seconds to realize
Back blast area clear.
what I'm trying to say. And it's not to take away from her, the person. It's just, you know,
Yeah,
she has a thing where she just doesn't quite understand everything.
Well, you got to give each other a hard time every now and then.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's part of the job.
I wouldn't be married to the same one woman. The one, my ex-wife, we were together for 5 years. We got married and that shit lasted 9 months, and I was ready for divorce.
Damn.
And it's no fault of hers.
Yeah.
It was both of us. You can do me a favor, pull my glass now.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Ah, got sweat in my eyes. It's no fault of hers. She and I were both immature. I was like in my mid to late 20s. She was in her early 20s. You know, we weren't really mature and ready to get married. I really didn't want to. I just liked being around her and being with her and living with her. You know. And it was like she wanted to get married. And then her mom and her dad were kind of going, yeah, if you're going to spend this much time with her, you might as well get married. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll do it. And her mom was like real cool about it, but, you know, she was at the same time, she's like, I want grandkids and shit. And I was like, that's not going to happen. I can tell you that right now. That will not happen. Because I can't do that. And that was an accident I had when I was in high school, called pissing on a electric barbed wire fence. Ooh. And you know what? You ain't gonna make no babies that way. So, the thing is I was unbeknownst to me, she decided she was going to turn up pregnant. And I'm like, really?
Oh.
And I'm sitting there thinking,
Everything good.
what color is this child going to be? But, you know, I'm not thinking that aloud. I mean, it's 30 years later, I can say it now. And she'll still get mad at me and hate me for it. But you know what? I had to wonder what color that kid was going to be. And she eventually got married or had children with somebody else. But wasn't me. I'll tell you that. Because I came back and I go, oh, yeah, you said you were pregnant when we were together. Is she by chance mine? No. Are you sure? Yes. Wow, what color is it? Well, kid looks nothing like that. Trust me. Got dark hair, a little bit bigger, big boned as hell. I mean, you know, not like I wouldn't want to have kids with her, but mentally we just weren't ready. And that's the whole thing. You got to be mentally and physically ready.
I pretty much went into the
Like
Navy
that.
straight out of high school, 2002, 2006. And then I got out, and I had like one whole summer, back around to the next summer, 2007, and then I met somebody.
Yeah.
I was with her for 10 years, you know.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out, man. We both weren't happy.
You spend so much time with somebody and shit, and it doesn't work out. And the thing is, I got a girlfriend. One of my girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, girlfriend. One of my ex-girlfriends, I'm still in love with her. She's on Facebook. She knows who she is. She's tuned in. We never really officially broke up. But it was like she got in some trouble with over at mom's place. And it was a situation where some people kind of broke into the house when she was there, and it terrified her so much that she was going to go live with the grandma. And that was going to be it. She wasn't coming back to Long Beach. Because when you got a bunch of Negroes with guns break into an apartment looking for drugs that ain't there, and they got the wrong apartment, they don't admit it, tie you up, and make you look in the pillars and shit. And, you know, it was that kind of situation. And I was like, well, I understand, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want you to leave. Oh, it's so good to be with you. I'm talking about she was like 16, and I was 20-something.
You animal.
Yeah, but see, her mom knew about it. And I was like, oh man, is she good.
Oh, hell.
And it was like, yep, and I still remind her about that to this day. I'm like, you're still my favorite. I still love you. I would still, man, I'll tell you, if she popped up here right now, I would drop drawers and say, let's go. That's how good she was. I mean, she's a wonderful person, but man. And she might be a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker than she was back then, because she was like a little tiny chunky. Like that teenage baby fat shit. And look at this. I forget I'm on Facebook Live talking about this shit. And this is going on the internet. And then she's going to hear it, and she's going to get mad at me. Why did you tell people about me? Nobody mentioned your name. Nobody said who you was. But if you want to announce that shit, go ahead. I ain't going to stop you. Go. Oh, God. I'm hoping this comes out. I'm going to do yet another. Huh?
I saw you just want to see them walk out here and come up behind you.
Yeah.
Some fresh people out.
Whew, I'm going to do yet another.
Think about doing it actually. Just show up and be like, no. Jason's.
I see us done got born where we talking about women and all that stuff and molding. We're not talking about the stuff we should be talking about.
Still, it's cool, man.
But we're almost done here. I'm going to make up another. Oh, look at that. Phone went out. What?
What happened?
Hadn't gone out, but it's gonna loose. I'm gonna make up yet another batch of ulcer cal. Look at this. That's a solid piece right there. Look at that. Go ahead and take it. Hey, I didn't do. That's what that does.
It's about hard as much.
But and it's hard like that. That's exactly
hard
what
like a
it
dang
is.
rock, bro.
It's hard like that. But I